conquering Hellmode with insurmountable levels of defense. This is Deepwoken's strongest Hellmode PvE build, the Twilight Monarch, a walking tank with several different methods of self-healing and support, possessing offensive stats that even surpass the Seraph Soul. And on top of being insane for Hellmode, this build can find success in enmity as well, due to it taking next to no damage and dealing a ton. On top of that, it can use Mind Soothes to heal other people at bar, Graceful Flame to let them regenerate their armor, and a Link Strider to infinitely heal people. So I'll be releasing both variants of the Twilight Monarch at 2,000 likes or 500 subscribers gained, so make sure you join the Discord for when the showcase releases. And a huge thank you to my channel members, especially those kind souls on the Mega and Super tiers. They get these videos early along with other channel member perks. With that out of the way, let's get into how I progged the strongest Hellmode build. They finally fixed the invisible wall at ignition. So yeah guys, this build is going to be pretty tanky. Also, I'm pretty sure there's a depth ganker after me right now because I found an enmity party in Australia, which is like so unbelievably rare. We were doing like 20-man enmities and then this guy joins and he's trying to gank me, but like unfortunately for him, I am really good at running. So yeah, I managed to get away on like 5% before like someone else in the party could kill him for me. And then he like DMs me afterwards. And apparently he's like well known as a depth ganker in Australian servers. So yeah, he didn't wipe me and then like his friend DMs me like the most edgy sentence I've ever seen. Don't let me catch you in depth, stay in your private server. I'm your worst nightmare. So yeah, I'm pretty sure that that one guy is gonna be after me. In worst case, if I do start getting jumped, I will just go prog in the surface. Because overworld progging is actually way faster than people think. Like I can pretty easily prog to max power in the overworld in like an hour. Oh, threshers. Gonna kill these threshers with this max power. There we go, more XP. I don't know how much of that XP would actually count because, well, I am in the process of picking my cards. So hopefully I still get a good portion of training XP. Anyways, we are going to Mystic because I need to get Charismatic Cast on this build. I was kind of debating whether or not to prog with the Blind Floor just because I will be going Blindseer on this build. And as some of you might know, Blindseer kind of just ignores the Blind Floor. The reason I didn't was just because of the viewing experience. Like sure, I could prog with Blind Floor perfectly fine, but the video is just gonna look worse because of it, so I just decided not to run it. But I definitely recommend you guys run it because, well, it's a free floor slot. On top of that, Obvious and Manic are literally just boons. Like, I want to go insane to proc Lose Your Mind, and I want things to aggro on me because I'm a Hellmode build, so there's no downside to running both of these. Now the power up, I'm pretty sure those threshers did give us some XP because I definitely had a lot of strength. I'll get Scaredy Cat, that's a prerequisite for Conditioned Runner, and just because of how much we're running around in Hellmode, we might as well take the extra healing. Then I'll grab another 0.2 Vitality. I should probably be stacking Proficiency first, but it doesn't really matter. Grab those 3 jobs. Corrupt Crab, let's kill this. Okay, I need to remember how to actually parry the grab attack. Well, not parry, block. Sometimes I'm really good at it, other times I'm not. And that block broke me. What? Okay, now I'm dodging it. I swear, these guys are either the easiest or the hardest monsters in the game to deal with. Why is the block breaking me? It's okay, it can't get up, so I can literally just power up to heal. Let's kill this crab. So they're also adding mounts to Deepwoken. That was actually part of the reason the previous weekly was delayed so much, because I guess mounts are just really hard to add with the current state of the— I blocked that. Why did it block break me? I swear you used to be able to just block that thing. I swear, crabs can either be one of the easiest or the most annoying enemies to fight. Okay, I think I'm on point now with dodging its attack, but now it's being really annoying to parry. Or what are its hitboxes? And there's the crab dead. I think I parried it once and that Providence launch just kind of killed it. But yeah, we're expected to get a thresher mount, which should probably be in the game by the time this prog drops. Honestly, I'm kind of disappointed that a thresher mount is what we're getting out of crowns. Like, granted, it's not in the game yet. I don't know how it's gonna function fully, but a way to get around out of combat was not necessarily what was wrong or what could have been added endgame. The idea that I presented in like a discussion with other CCs one of the first days crowns were added was doing something like 1 crown is 1 bank slot or something like that. Just because endgame, well, you're gonna want a crown in order to get more bank slots to store your relics and equipment. And the other idea I had was more personal, and that was the ability to raise the note cap in your bank. Because I don't know about you guys, but personally 100k notes is not that much of me. I tend to burn through it very fast. So that's why ideally I'd like to be able to raise the amount of notes that I can store. Is that a player gonna gank me? No, I think they're a PvE, it's fine. Ideally, I'd like to raise the note cap to something like 1 million or, well, in theory, if I could get it, 1 billion. Already had Animal King for a second. Unfortunately, the mob AI is just kind of slow sometimes. Posture broken at the perfect time, but they did say they're going to add more mounts in the future, so I guess we'll see what they add. Here's to hoping they add a primitive mount that you can ride. Actually, that's like way too goofy. I wonder why they chose mounts though. Like, I don't think anyone's necessarily asked for mounts in the game, at least not for a long time, because, you know, we are already pretty mobile in Deepwoken. But let's hope the mounts aren't too buggy. We have already gotten a bunch of leaks, typically around, well, what the mounts do. So, for example, you can't use the mounts in combat. They generally can climb most terrain. Oh, actually, what would be cool is having a water mount. Imagine riding Kaido. Oh my god, that'd be so sick if you could buy it for like 100 crowns. Actually, scratch that. At that point, riding a Kaido through the water, that's a little bit like blocks fruits. And doesn't really suit Deepwoken style. At least the thresher, like, I could see Hive using threshers as sort of like camels in real life, because their abundance in Hive is, well, there's so many of them that they're literally posting jobs to kill them. So I guess it makes sense that eventually they start to actually tame the monsters. And we are flawlessing this alpha. Okay, well, I can't really flawless that attack. And rip. Our flawless session is dead. It's fine. Alpha dead. So now that they've had the yap session about, well, the up-and-coming update. Actually, wait, no, we haven't. There's one update that we're still missing. And that's what the hell is happening with Ceramid. Because last I heard, we were just waiting on the maps and most of the systems were done. And like, a lot of people want the Ceramid rework. It's going to give us new PvE content, new challenges, and it actually looks like a good dungeon system. And I mean dungeon is in like actual thing that you explore and traverse through, not dungeon in the sense of Diluvian, which is one room. I really hope they did learn from what made Ceramid bad and the issues surrounding, well, Diluvian as well. So that's to say, I hope they don't add a bunch of mob spam to it, because if they do, that's going to make it a lot less interesting. Honestly, I think Hellmode's version of mob spam is actually like really good, because yes, there is a lot of monsters for you to kill, but they're relatively low health monsters, and because of the way that they spawn, you'll only really get overwhelmed by monsters if you just let them build up. Hellmode as a whole is my favorite game mode because I think it does a really good job in balancing the PvE and PvP aspects of the game, because you can run Hellmode on like a decent PvP build. I mean, like, sure, a heavy build's gonna have an advantage because squibbos exist, but then again, even if you don't have a build, oh wait, am I meant to only get, actually no, I'm getting Berserk free shot. I'm good. Okay, there is not much left. I guess I'll just get my fortitude up to, I'll get my strength up, because we do need to get to 30 strength and 35 fortitude pre-shrine, just so we can get the Berserk talent. It's really powerful in Hellmode because you're basically just getting 20% DR at all times. It's just gonna stack so much defense that getting more damage reduction. Oh, a corrupt king thresher. And you know what, I'll try to fight it, because well, this build is getting reinforced armor along with Blindseer circle, which Blindseer is the only oath that provides you with damage reduction. The alternative to this is running Link Strata, which is what the support version does, but people voted and they said that I should prog the solo version, so that's what I'll be progging. I haven't actually progged a Blindseer in a really, actually, have I even ever progged a Blindseer? I don't think I have. But yeah, Blindseer's effect of just making the depths brighter is also going to be really cool. Oh my god, I am on point with dodging this breath attack right now. Hopefully this thing's dead. Yeah, let's go. Power 5, corrupt king thresher. I mean, it's not really that hard, but that breath attack is extremely annoying. Honestly, I think a corrupt flame king thresher is one of the most deadly things that you can even encounter in the depths, because if you fail to dodge this breath attack, then you're on fire and you'll need to waste the roll again. And especially if you're low power, burn damage does so much to you. Oh, Vow of Mastery, I'll take that. That'll just give me all fight so I can try to support people in Hellmode. I'll get Fireblade just because I'll need a Flame Charm mantra to train post shrine. I only need one more strength. There we go. Now I can just get to Shaco. Did not see him spawn in. He must have spawned really close to me. Or I'm just blind. Here. Shaco dead, and that's probably the rest of the training XP that we need in order to get... Okay, unfortunately it's not. I guess we'll just do one more job. We'll get the Berserk requirements, one more power up. Should I escape? You know what? Yeah, I'm gonna go escape depths now. I'll kill this lionfish. I'll just get the 3 extra talent hands pre-shrine, and post-shrine I can probably just farm Crypt for a little bit. Actually, although we'll probably have enough XP from the depths that I can just spam train Element. Since Element is really easy to train if you have a lot of notes, you just set up an auto-clicker with the training equipment. It's slow, but it's easy to do. Lionfish dead. And now I think I'm just gonna make my way to the depths elevator and try my luck at killing Enforcer at power 6. I am, oh my god, not a king jelly. I hate those things. They are the worst monsters to fight. Oh, threshers, but I'm not going back to those threshers. Oh, actually, yeah, King Jelly fell into the void. I can actually fight the threshers. Only one. That other one must have fallen into the void. There's another one? Another King Jelly spawn? So annoying. Like, if you don't know, you can vent the jellyfish that they spawn to get health packs. But even so, they can just stunlock you, snipe you from across the map, and if one more thing spawns while you're fighting them, then you're probably gonna wipe. Where's this other job that spawned? Can't find it, so I guess I'll just climb this wall. I think I can make this jump, and I can. Epic. Let's just go to the depths elevator, and I'll give you guys a quick tutorial on how to actually cheese the Enforcer. The higher power you are, the easier, but if you have Providence Thorns, then, well, this makes Enforcer really easy for you to kill. So here's your quick tutorial. The first thing you want to do is the Pride emote. This will just make it so the Enforcer can't pull you. Then when it spawns in, it'll start spinning. I didn't mean to get kicked there. If you space it better, he'll just spin immediately. I hate how sometimes he doesn't react to you critically. Okay, let me just wait for him to kick again. Then he'll spin. And now you just get a ton of Providence Thorns procs against him. Yep, I'm just gonna do this. What the? Oh, okay, I need to lock in. And, okay, that got a little scary there because I missed one parry, but we're good. Enforcer dead, that's how you cheese him. You just parry his spin attack and it does way too much damage. I do need to get my extra talent hands on this build. It'll just make it easier to get the rest of the stuff we need pre-shrine. I should have enough XP in the surface, so it won't be much of an issue. Are all of those mudskippers charging up Flame Ballista? Oh my god, they got the firing squad on me. Why am I going here first? I'll go to Trial of 1, get the book, and then come back. It'll also give me extra aces due to the fact that I am running Steadfast and Pack Mule, the two best boons for PvE. I won't have any boons that'll help me with progging, which I mean, it's fine. Like, have you seen how many Moon's Eyes I have? Although I am at 14 knowledge at power 6, which means I will get... Actually, worst case, I can Blasphemy, but just by doing the extra talent hands, it basically guarantees the fact that I will be able to get everything I need pre-shrine. Book. Oh, actually, I didn't even notice. They actually added new ways to spawn on the surface for Deep Down. For the longest time, you'd always spawn at Eatris. So I guess for some reason they shadow added the ability to spawn at different locations. I mean, I'm not really complaining. It did save me time, but kind of weird to see they're doing it now. Oh yeah, I'm sure you guys have noticed this, but I haven't pointed it out. But this is the first PvE build that's actually a woman. I kind of just found these roses on Amexes. I'll leave the hair IDs because, well, they're really well made. But yeah, I thought it just fit well for a build, so I decided to run it. It's actually meant for a Ganymede hatch, but the floating roses do actually look pretty good, even with the chain. So yeah, for the first time, I actually decided to equip the hair ID I'm going to use before I maxed out the build, just because I thought it looked really good. Actually, that's a lie. Lunar Lord was a woman, because I decided that the martial artist schematics looked better as a woman, since, you know, it gave you more clothing around the chest area. So yeah, Lunar Lord is actually a woman. Although, you know, it doesn't look like it. Actually, no. Kind of looks like Marky from JJK, which does kind of make sense since Lunar Lord is a all-out M1 build that sacrifices its defense. And there is a gank going on at Lower Risia. Let's see, there is a Flame Mage Dawnwalker. They're using NLK. There's another guy with Blood Wisp, Alloyed Blood variant because it's blue. And someone has Azure Flames, probably the Flame Mage. I swear to God, I see Flame Mages all the time lately. It's just because of Flame Scourge, I think. It's just so busted. Flame Scourge into basically whatever, and it'll usually just hit. I feel like they really should have given the Flame Scourge, I think it's like Magnet Spark variant, some sort of downside because it's just really powerful. Although maybe it has some sort of downside that I'm just not aware of. Okay, I think I am going to hop servers because there's a lot of people in here and I don't want to get void walked. And commend the devs on Lately 4 is being a lot more transparent with how development is going. I hope it's not just because they had to delay this weekly so much, and they are going to continue to do it. Because, well, up until now, the devs are normally radio silent when it comes to how things are going. So it is good to see that we're getting multiple statements about the mounts, so I really hope they continue to do this. I've said for the longest time, but they really do need to tease the weeklies, like the new content in it, a day or two before it drops, because building hype for a video is part of, well, what made my Godslayers so good. So if the devs want to make people's reception updates better, then tease the content, you know, maybe like put like a picture of the Lumen Splinter, which they actually did. So the devs are definitely getting better in terms of teasing their content and building hype, because it's no secret that Deepwoken is kind of at like a low of community opinion. Like, a lot of people are just not excited for the updates right now, although that did sort of change when they announced mounts. I think part of the reason it changed though was just because of the chicken jockey meme from the Minecraft movie, so I don't know if they can necessarily replicate the hype that mounts have caused, but I do trust the Deepwoken devs to make the right choice eventually, even though I do have my doubts. As much as I, you know, like to say the devs should have done this and that, at the end of the day, I'm still coming back to Deepwoken. Like, this game just has so much more for me to do, and I am nowhere near done. Big up a rant. Let's talk about this build a little more. So essentially what it is Lunar Lord, but I swap the offense and defense around, and I kind of do gut the mobility a little bit. So the main goal of this build is to first be really tanky, because in Hell mode, the only real danger to you is when mobs group up a lot, and the main one is depth skankers. But the thing is, if you just have enough HP and you deal decent damage, the depth skanker is probably going to end up running first, just because of the swarm of Hell modes. Or, you know, you're going to be able to get someone on a support build to heal you, because Hell mode isn't a solo activity. So that's sort of the goal of this build, to just outlast the depth skanker. Not to mention, because we're going Blindseer, we can actually stall them with Tranquil Surf. Oh my, this is going to be a hard fight. This is going to be really hard to fight. I think I can just stat check a Shaco at this power. Maybe. Well, I think we're coming back. Oh, wait, he's partial working. We're good. Let's go! We killed a Shaco! That was way harder than it should have been, because, you know, I'm in a Heast server right now with 350 ping. So, you know, parrying is not exactly on the table right now. I was born in the wrong part of the world. I get 300 plus ping in every server but my own. Okay, I think that's the last card that we need pre-shrine. So let's just start to do this. Now I will go into my guild base. We're gonna need to do a lot of mysticking, because I think we are missing some cards, but you know, it's nothing we can't just Shrine of Chance roll for, or go use Shrine of Blasphemy. I'll go here, buy my rare beads, and I think that's all we need. Unlock willpower, heavy weapon. Heavy weapon's locked apparently. Willpower level up, invest 1 point into heavy, and then I can just power up. Actually, before I do that, let me go to Mystic. Then I want to guarantee that is the tree Berserker is in, and now we can level up. I'm gonna need to be using my aces very aggressively this power. Okay, we only need Endurance Runner, because that'll give us Conditioned Runner. That is a lot of cards I just burnt. Should get Conditioned Runner this hand. Okay, freeze this. Burn. Take Conditioned Runner. We did not want Concussion. Okay, let's see. I'll take this because we need to get Spine Cutter. No, we don't want champions either. Come on, give me Spine Cutter. Are we not gonna get given Spine Cutter? What the hell? I mean, it's fine. We can go Shrine of Champ. Damn, this RNG is crazy. We didn't get Spine Cutter at all. It's fine. We have an extra 5 knowledge. I'll just go all the way to Meteorial, re-roll it, and then I can reset to Song Seeker in order to Shrine of Order. Not too bad, only a minor detour. And there is Spine Cutter. I'm gonna leave servers to despawn my guild base, and we can Shrine of Order. And now we are... Oh wait, I had to go to Song Seeker. What am I doing? I completely forgot that I had to Shrine of Order and would have continued progging. Okay, I guess we are not going to Hive just yet. So I forgot that I need to be power 7 in order to Shrine of Order. So I forgot I need to be power 8 to Shrine of Order, so I guess I didn't need to use Shrine of Chance and could have just blasphemed. I wish I thought of that sooner. Okay, back to the Etrian Luminant. Actually, you know what? Wait, no, that's slower than just doing this. Okay, now that we're back in depths, I can just go to Temple Hearts in order to use all the shrines there. It'll save me some travel time. Shrine of Blasphemy is definitely what I should have done originally. I mean, if you do that in combination with the extra talent hands, there's no way you can fail this build. Unfortunately, I'll have an extra floor, but I really don't think that'll matter too much. Because if I get Glutton, then I can just get something like, I think, Squeamish? Yeah, Squeamish and Glutton. I get those two, then I'll be perfectly fine. Because Glutton isn't gonna matter because I'll have Carnivore, and I'm not gripping anything in Hellmode anyways. Although you progging this build at home should absolutely take the blind floor. Or again, you could just take simple. The reason that I'm not is because I want to hit 1000 knowledge from Hellmodes, because it's satisfying, and taking simple just makes that take longer. It's not like knowledge is really a concern for me. Like, have you seen my bank? I don't even know where all those moon's eyes came from. Okay, now I'll try to blasphemy, and I don't think I can order straight away. I can? Well, I'm not missing anything pre-shrines, so I might as well just shrine of order. 15 and everything. Let me make sure that that is what I need. No, okay. Huh. Putting that willpower in appears to have done something for some reason. Okay, I'll take these cards, reduce my willpower, and then I should be fine. Okay, that's weird because when I was designing it on Buildmaker, there wasn't a difference when I put 3 points into willpower. I mean, worst case, I literally only lose 3 points, so it's not that bad, but it is still points lost. Get lose your mind. I might as well, even though I'm going to get it through Thrall of Enmity. I will get Return to Dark Ages, because this will just make me more tanky against mages in Hellmode. And, well, since I'm not really getting mantra damage anyways, it's just a free 5 HP. Take Steady Footing for the carry load. And now all of these mantras don't really matter at all. I'll just roll 2. I will actually grab Strong Left, because I can knock people away with that. I'll start investing into Proficiency. Go. My attributes. Reduce Willpower. And, you know, I'll do this twice. Do I need to do it twice? I just need to get 14 and everything. Okay, I do have to do it twice, unfortunately. Alright, yeah, definitely made some mistakes on this build, but that's why I prog it before showcasing it, so I can find all these mistakes and iron them out for you guys. 14 and everything, perfect. That is exactly what we wanted. Now I can just continue to prog the post run, which will involve me getting a lot of willpower and a lot of fortitude. Luckily, those two stats are pretty easy to train. I will need to level up Flame and Shadow as well, but that should be pretty quick to do. See, I'll start with the fortitude and willpower because I can do those right now, and that'll also get me the reinforced armor Rex, and then I'll do my element just after. Okay, I should be able to kill this owl. Oh wait, it's Florida. Okay, wait, the owl's the aggro, the owl's the aggro, the owl's the aggro. Oh, okay, wait, that's a friendly, that's a friendly, that's a friendly, that's a friendly. Okay, we got away from the owl. Okay, that could have ended really badly. I forgot that I was in Florida for a second. Kind of the downside of me always transporting myself in low player count servers. But the owl didn't attack us, so we are good. I'm just gonna head back to the Union base and actually hop to my region, since I want to be able to fight back. I've never progged Blindseer before. What I'll likely do is just get my ult account and boost that out of depths a bunch. Since then, I should be able to prog the Oath in, what, 1 or 2 attempts? I only actually want Tranquil Circle from Blindseer, and maybe Mind Soothe. I won't need Sightless Beam because that's just not very good in PvE. Like, it does okay damage, but the thing is, its wind-up is just way too long, and the damage is spread over such a long period of time that it's not really worth running. Tasset's actually going to be pretty hard for me to get on this build, since it does require you to do bounties. However, I have a pretty cracked fan base, so I'm sure I can just ask them to let me grip them, because I'm sure they've got a couple Voidwalker slots. I mean, Tasset's only really required for me, just because of the amount of gankers that try to grip me. I kind of need a way to hide myself. Not to mention, Tasset is only really usable if you can actually get the distance to use it, and I will be farming for a legendary bell in this build, just because that'll actually make it so I can run. That's 2 lionfish dead. Now I'll just invest into willpower. Do I need 15 strength? What is charge return Rex? Charged. It is 15 strength. Alright, so that's fine. I can take the 1 hit to weapon in order to get charged return. There we go. So 1 point into strength. That's all I'll need. And now we can just spam our willpower. We have 62 points till we power up, so that is quite a lot. It's fine though, because when I get to... I could just go to the Castle Lighthook entrance and then use the wind there in order to power level my fortitude. So I think I'll just do a couple more jobs and then do that. And some minor lag, but we're good. 1 thresher dead. And the other one dead. Now we'll just kill this lionfish. Hit him with the spine. Okay, his spine cutter hitbox is really weird. Already dead. We're at max chain, so that thing died really fast. Keep leveling up our willpower. Okay, thought we could get more points out of that. So we have a thresher rescue, so I think that's a king thresher. It said a job is nearby, but I cannot find it. I still don't know why devs have not added jobs highlighting when they spawn. Like, they have to have the code from Voidwalker already. Surely it wouldn't be that hard to apply it to monsters. Hell, you don't even need an outline. I will literally just take a marker that appears for 5 seconds. Check what floor I got. Okay, hemophilia. That's actually the best floor we could have gotten besides squeamish. We don't really struggle with blood that much in PvE, so there's not much of a downside to it. Anyways, found the threshers we need to kill. Did not mean to pull out vibrant gems. Oh, you're a taunt. One thresher dead, and the second one dead. This should be enough willpower points in order to get us to 40. This build can actually get auto scream, which, if you're not going cassette, is actually better because of the reasons I said before and the fact that there is a small group of people who would try to track me down in hell modes. I am going to go cassette, but you at home, I strongly recommend that you just go auto scream. Gives you more damage, you can combat tag other people in hell mode if they're a threat, and well, it's just good for posture as well. Not to mention Tastate is only really good if you can get a legendary bell or want to use portals or something like that. Okay, I'm gonna head back to Castle Light, but along the way I'm just gonna wait for monsters to spawn since I do need to get a couple more willpower points. The good thing about this hell mode build is there is just a lot of room for you adding in your own personal touches. For instance, one of my friends and fellow content creators, Wormcave, ended up getting an Animal King slot, which is very strong for hell mode. So I sent him this hell mode build early and he tried to modify it a little bit to suit his tastes. Since in hell mode the main thing you need to worry about is gankers, you can modify this build to suit how well you play in PvP. So for example, Wormcave ended up getting lightning just because of spark swap and some damage talents, as well as the dash mantra because he just liked the mobility. So while I may be progging essentially the highest stat version for PvE, you can modify this build a little bit to suit your likings in case you get jumped. Especially if you're running the team variants of this build that get Link Strider, you essentially can't kill this build in ones as long as you can parry decently well. Just because, well, how are you gonna fight a build that has insane physical resistance, a ton of HP, and heals like a bar every 30 seconds? Anyways, I am just gonna go find someone to let me down to layer 2, and I'm gonna grind fortitude there. Alright, I got one of my friends Seiyu, they're gonna let me down to layer 2, and then I can just train my fortitude there. I forgot, they bugged the fog in layer 2, so you can see literally everything at the moment. It's a weird lighting issue, I don't know how it happened, but I'm kind of glad they did, since you can appreciate the architecture of layer 2 a little bit more now, rather than only being able to see 2 feet in front of you. Honestly, this is what Etheron's gaze should have been. But now we're gonna farm fortitude. If you don't know, you can just slam yourself into this wall over and over again, and you get tons of points. Because I have light hook, there's no risk of me dying either. One slam, and that got us a lot of points. What the hell? I did not think it'd be that many. There we go, another slam. I'm so scared we're gonna get knocked off, although even if we do, it doesn't really matter. Anyways, I'll farm fortitude until I power up, and I'll just cut to that. Realize that I'm gonna have to do a bunch of layer 2s anyways, so I might as well just go kill Bonekeeper now and get the layer 2 talents. Sadly, it's just gonna take way too long for me to get the fortitude. I forgot how slow it was without Vow of Thorns, but it's still fine because we can stay in layer 2 for up to 20 minutes perfectly fine, and even if it is slow, we can literally just go do jobs again in order to get our fortitude, keep a bridge, and we can actually see what's going on for once. I kinda hope they keep this snow fog, but only for Etheron's gaze. Oh my god, this is the worst possible RNG. Actually, besides Shadow. What the hell is this lag? I felt that lag. Well, we have light hook, so even if we die, it's not that bad, but holy, this server is dropping so many frames at the moment. What the hell? I have a beefy PC as well. Why am I so laggy? Okay, well, this Bonekeeper fight is going surprisingly well. I'm hoping that this Bonekeeper is close to death, since I did just posture break it. There we go. Bonekeeper is dead. Let's go turn on the generator, and we will go get our 2 talents from the Ignition Union base. I'll once again show you guys how to clip outside the map in order to get spear faster. So, oh my god, that wall looks so nice. I have never seen that wall. Damn, I want to actually explore floor 1 again on a PvE later, because holy, no fog makes it look so nice. This location looks so pretty, like what the hell? It is such a shame you cannot normally see the map. Oh, later. I'm praying they don't fix it in the weekly. I mean, technically the weekly was already meant to drop, but like, once again, the weekly's been delayed for some reason. One day we'll get a weekly on time. It's not gonna be today, but maybe sometime in the distant future. Let's talk to this guy. Then you can clip outside the map here. How do I stand? You can stand on this pipe. Oh, there we go. Clipped outside the map. Where is it? This little hole right here. Let's go. It was so... Oh, you can see in here so easily as well. And... Damn. This is the quickest cycle of getting talents I have ever seen. Like, it looks so much like I'm cheating, but I swear the lighting is just bugged. Oh, come on, make Etheron's gaze give us this innately. It looks so cool. Okay, I'm just gonna go get the light hook talent, and I'm just gonna continue to do deep down jobs for our fortitude, because I don't think it'll be that much slower, and it's just a lot more interesting to see. That is both of the layer 2 talents we need. I'll continue to do the rest in the future. Okay, let's see if we have enough fortitude points. And there's power 11. I should probably go Mystic Bastion cards, since I'll need quite a few in order to get reinforced armor. Oh, look, a PvE build. I am an Everlasting Bastion. Now let's hope we can get these Bastion cards. Neuroplasticity. I will freeze this and take a Bastion. Another Bastion card. Charge Return is also in that hand. I'll get to the finish, and then just more proficiency. Let's see if I have any willpower as well. And I'm 1 point off. I'm just gonna sit here for a second and wait for my willpower to jump. 40 willpower. This gives us enough for Blindseer, so I can just lock the stat and continue to train up my fortitude. We're getting close to the point that we can actually roll for reinforced armor. I'll grab another Bastion. They're the most important cards for us to get right now. Oh, I will grab Exoskeleton just because I can't have 2 rares frozen at the same time. I'll get reinforced as well because that's some nice damage reduction. And only 1 more power in a bit of fortitude training. Power 13. Carnivore and a Bastion. Okay, well, we're gonna get reinforced armor next power anyways. I'll grab Charged Return. Then I can get... I'll get Carnivore just because it's a rare card. Also, it'll eliminate all food issues. And we'll get 1 more point into proficiency. Deficient. I did not notice we had that, but that also isn't really an issue since we get so much ether from killing monsters anyways. Also, if you haven't noticed, I'm actually a Khan on this build just because I want to be able to equip the Warlock's Mantle at only 2 intelligence. This just saves me extra points, and if I really wanted, I could equip it with 0. You used to be able to do that, but I intentionally left that information out of my Seraph Soul V2 showcase because I knew in the future it'd be fixed. That way, I basically just future-proofed Seraph Soul V2. And 90 fortitude. Next time we power up, we will be able to get reinforced armor. For now, I am just going to buy a Hearth Gem and Pure Heart in order to spam both of these to just get my element up. It's gonna be slow, but with the power of an auto clicker, it'll be pretty easy. And now, power 14, I should go to Mystic in order to guarantee Flame Within. Actually, I'm gonna get reinforced armor this hand anyways. There we go. Now, I think it's I burn so I may succeed. No, it's not. What is the prompt for Flame Within? Oh, okay. Armor is Plevsky. Okay, that's what it was. Okay, what is I burn so I may succeed? Is that like Phoenix Flames or something? Yeah, it might be. Grab Termite for an extra 3 HP. Graceful Flames, that is exactly what I want. Now I can make sure that I can heal my teammates and myself in depths. Now time to just continue training our Flame Charm. And 40 Flame Charm. Okay, now I will actually get the Immolation Tree, which I'm pretty sure is what I burn so I may succeed is under. If I just get Immolation and Agitating Spark, then, well, I'm basically gonna take no damage. Flame Within, that's a 25% damage buff when paired with Charge Return. Agitating Spark, which should lead us into Immolation. Perfect. Now we've just got to do the same thing as before, but with Shadowcast. Now that we're at 20 Shadowcast, the last thing for me to do is to escape depths once again in order to fully train up our heavy weapon. Although I'll see how much the Enforcer actually gives us, since its spin attack might give us decent weapon training. Then again, heavy weapon is notoriously the most annoying stat in the game to train. Moment of truth. How good is Enforcer for weapon training? I mean, we won't find out till after we kill him. Let him kick me. And we're high enough power so he died pretty fast. Oh, we have it locked. Wait, what? Okay, and heavy weapon training was bugged for a second. Odd. But I'll see how many points we get when we get to the surface. Already got 2 points of heavy weapon in the depths. Let's see, 3, 4, 5, 6... Okay, wait, this is a little more than I thought. We might actually power up. Oh my, of course, 1 point away from the end. It stops giving us points. Actually, now that I think about it, I might as well go get Blindseer right now. Let's see, if I go to Hive, I can teleport back to Etris, and then I can probably just get a TP slot to go farm me a blindfold. And this server's so laggy. I'll get Flaming Flourish just so I can set enemies on fire easier, Underdog for some more HP, and Flame Leap. This is going to give us a lot of mobility and the ability to cancel fall damage. Okay, I will need to kill this Thresher, even though this ping is so high. I'll have to stat check it at this point. What is this ping? 200 ping? This is my own servers. Well, I'll see you guys at Hive. Luckily, the Hive teleporter brings us here, which is near one of the spots you can get Blindseer. So I'll just place my guild base in order to get Blindfold out. Actually, wait, did I even transfer it? Okay, I forgot to transfer it. My bad, I'll hop to a slot to do that. Okay, transferred a Blindfold over, now I'll get our Oath, and... oh, what? Okay, wait, let me check the wiki. Oh, we're missing the, what is it? Mental Fortress talents. Okay. I'll just place my guild base down. Okay, so first of all, I don't have any of them burnt. Now, conquer your... okay, missing that. Missing Disbelief. So, I'll just head to the Eastern Luminant to go get those two. And there is Blindseer. Yeah, my bad for forgetting the Mental Fortress requirements. I did say that I've never gone this oath before, and I'm just used to not taking Conquer Your Fears and Disbelief. Blindseer makes the game look really nice. I really enjoy the blue tint, especially in depths. Plus, it just makes Hellmode a lot easier to see in. You guys at home, remember, if you take the blind floor, it removes the need for a blindfold, which is just good quality of life in general. Now I'm gonna go put a Reversal Spark on Flame Leap, just so it cancels fall damage. Then I'm gonna get down from here, and we'll go kill Fairyman. For those of you who don't know, a Reversal Spark Flame Leap trades the ability to get a lot of height for this fall damage cancelling mechanic. It also means you can get down a lot faster in Hell mode. Mud skippers! Alright, that was fun while it lasted. The mounts update just dropped, and here I am killing Fairyman. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I don't really care that mounts dropped. Like, I think Thresher mount is like, I mean, it's at least something for the endgame players to have. But as a whole, I'm not gonna go out looking for it, and I'm just gonna wait for somebody else to tell me. But the thing that I enjoy most in this game isn't the updates, not the new content, not the players, but I just enjoy the build making and how builds interact with the game. I am like the most pure PvE player. My motivations are as simple as I will do anything if I feel like it. My god, I'm throwing against Fairyman. Sorry, worst case, we can just power up. Forgot how AIDS weapon mastery was to train. The good... oh wait, do I have... oh, they patched it! There used to be a thing where you could proc Grand Feast off the Fairyman clones and basically never die in the boss fight. And I think they finally shadow patched it. I'm so sad. Oh, maybe I just don't have Grand Feast. You know what, that would make sense. Oh, if only I did. Also, I came back from my horrible start, and now I'm absolutely destroying Fairyman's health. This is the power of having a lot of chain. I feel like Providence Dawn scales twice off chain, by the way, just because I seem to deal so much damage when it's active, and I have high chain. Like, have a look at Fairyman's health. Like, that's doing significantly more than my M1s. Anyways, Fairyman is about to die. I was kind of worried at the start, but we brought it back. Now, unfortunately, update, I'm interested to see where they take them out systems, but I just do not care at the moment. I am a very straightforward PvE player. The purest one you'll find. Because, like, I've tried to get into PvP in the past, but it just does not interest me for some reason. Every time I make a PvP build, I'll, like, fight my friends and that's about it. Like, I find it interesting to run the ones with them, but I just don't have the desire to get better at PvP, the same way that I just have the desire to do anything in PvE. Like, I was literally farming Kaido the other day. I killed about 20 Kaidos, and Kaido was the worst boss in the game. That is how PvE brained I am, that I am just farming Kaido for fun. Anyways, enough rambling about my, mild addiction to PvE. Let's see if Fairyman actually gave us any amount of heavy weapon points. Okay, this is actually more points than I thought. I mean, I guess I'm a low power, so I am parrying him more. Therefore, I'm getting more points. Because I believe heavy weapon points are based off the damage that you negate with a parry. And, you know, Fairyman does a decent amount of damage. I think I'll power up mid next Fairyman. Oh, I forgot to commentate over this. Oh my god, that's why! Do you see it? Look in the top. Lock in! Lock in! I don't know how I'm parrying it all. I'm parrying in single. What is my ping? Okay, it's only like 200 and something, but that's still high. I just don't think I have it. Okay, I can deal with the javelin attacks perfectly fine. I'm hoping for lightning rain attacks. Those are the easiest to deal with on high ping. Despite my ping, I parry. Whoa, he tried it. He slide casted. He slide casted. Let's go! Let's go! I killed him in Singapore! And now I get a power up. I am so impressed that I actually managed to kill him in this ping. We're gonna pick up Grand Feast. It has an interesting property with Fairyman where you can actually get health back from killing its clones. So having Grand Feast will just make Fairyman even easier to kill. I'll get Shoulder Bash for some more mobility. I can get that to level 5 due to the fact I'm getting reinforced armor. Also, we're at 410 HP despite still missing some HP cards. Power 19. Let's see. I will grab Heavy Hitter. Magical Resolve, just because it's good to have my ether regen as high as possible. Then 1-star Flame, not what I was after. I ideally want to get Flame Sentinel. Only a few more Fairymen though till max power.
Hello.
Yeah, hello Prog. We waited a week for this. We waited 2 weeks for this. I'm sorry, I can't defend this. I actually can't defend this. Like, look at this. Okay, it can jump decently high. Yeah, let's see. How high can this thing jump? This thing can jump till there. Okay, now how high can I climb? Bro, the dismount doesn't even work. Okay. Deepwoken devs, I'm sorry. I don't want to hate on your update, but I'm standing on the thresher, unable to dismount it. What do you want me to do? I gotta place. Oh, finally I managed to dismount. Holy. Okay, how high can I climb? Okay, about 50% higher than the actual mount. Let's do a speed test. Okay, to the other side. Bro, does the whistle not even work? Oh my god, the whistle doesn't even work. I gotta leave and rejoin because the whistle doesn't work. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I'm gonna give it the benefit of the doubt and say 4. Okay, I forgot I can't dismount. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, okay, it's about the same speed. Okay, now let's use mantras. 1, 2, 3. What? I'm not even. This is one mantra. 1, 2. Bro, most builds are running at least one mobility mantra. I'm so sorry, any devs that see this, guys. I can't emphasize this. Don't hate on the devs. I'm sure they just like underestimated the speed and maybe it was like slow for testing. Then again, even if it's fast, it's like it needs to be faster, it needs to climb higher, it should have some form of auto jump. It should just give us a water mount, man. Like, let us ride a jellyfish or like a crab on the let us ride a lionfish in the water. Imagine having an ice lionfish to ride in the water. Listen, people have issues with sailing in the game. They think sailing is too slow. So, you fix people's issues with sailing by giving you a ice lionfish mount that only one person can ride. That allows solo players to, you know, get to where they need to go faster in the water. Do that. And then also make it account wide. Boom, instantly fixes it. The game looks a little bit cooler for it. And then maybe you can keep, if you get shot on the mount, then you get dismounted. Boom, instantly made the mount system better because people aren't really too fussed about land travel. Like, that's rarely that much of an issue. There's just so many mobility options that already make the player decently fast on land. Whereas in water, there isn't nearly as many options. Like, I should do one lightning assault. Boom, I'm already over here. Why hell, if I had jet striker, I'm even faster. Heterozanka makes me faster. You could even like chuck in spark swap to make you faster. Heavy weapon unbound. Just check all these chests. We do have a decent stockpile of blue gems, which are obviously going to be the main things that we put on our mantras. With this, I should also be able to hit power 20. And there we go. Final power of the build. The sad part about Fairyman is, well, there is no mystic for us to use. I'll grab Last Resort. Might as well get a damage buff if we're that low. I'll get Undying Flame. This way we can cast Graceful Flames in the depths. Might as well get Mythic. Oh wait, no, Ready or Not's really strong in Hell mode since you go in and out of combat. We want Flame Wisp and Shade Devour. Those are both very powerful. One more Vitality and 428 health on the build, and that'll probably be about 440 without gear by the time we're done. So yeah, the build is pretty tanky. We'll keep investing into our heavy weapon, although we will need to make sure to get 2 intelligence. Commonly forgotten use of Flame Wisp is the fact that it can light light up campfires for me. So that's very useful because, well, it's an infinite flint, if a little bit slow. The benefit of picking Khan is that just by getting 2 intelligence on the build, I can use Khan's passive to equip the Warlock's Mantle. If you don't have Khan, then you just lose a couple points in weapon. Okay, it appears I got the wrong boots for the build. Chuck these back in the bank, and then grab my 10 DVM ones out. So while I'm not running the absolute most DVM possible, because a Pathfinder would give me more, I am currently sitting at 61 DVM. Alright, and not- oh wait, we don't even have a 4th ring equipped. What am I missing? Maestro's ring. So in total, we are rocking 65% DVM. Okay, that's decent. Now I'm just gonna go fix up the talents and the mantras on our build, and we're gonna do the biggest grind that I've ever done for a build. Looks so nice. What the hell? Why does steps look so good? Oh, I need to, bro, I would go Blindseer just for how good this steps looks. Oh, it's so good. Oh, I'd never. Oh wait, these are the enmity farmers. These are the enmity farmers. I recognize they killed. Yeah, these guys. Oh yeah, that's one of them. I recognize their enchant. They were using yeah, they're chill. So I'm the real Skipper Gripper. What do you guys think? Nah, he's gonna see himself in the prog. Hello, my man. Bro, I can't. Okay, I'm somehow fighting Enforcer in this ping. You're in Australia? Oh, I got Mind Soothe. Alright, and one-on-ones. All-seeing eye is Sightless Beam. Thank you for helping me max the oath. I'm gonna like. Now I am going to go see if I can finally get Tacet. Here is the Tacet NPC, so let's see. Oath Tacet obtained. This is the first time I've had the oath on a slot that isn't just Soulbreaker. Okay, yeah, this is so nice. I can now run from people. I'm invisible in the duration of this circle. But now it's time for the biggest grind of this build, because I need to farm for the teleportation bell, and the fastest way to do that, apart from using a billion idols that I don't have, is by doing Etherons. And I will be doing a lot of Etherons for a lot of medallions, simply because I can convert those to knowledge and then stack Miserable's wishes. By no means do you at home have to get a legendary bell. Crazy slots or a corrupted sacred field would give me far better physical performance. It's just having at least one person with a bell in your team can seriously minimize the risk of getting ganked. And looking back on it, Kamui might have been the better choice, purely because it's a good running tool, especially with Tacet. To give you an example of just how rare a legendary bell is, there is approximately a 1% chance of rolling one. So across 20 different card hands, there is only a 50% chance I get one of the 2 legendary bells. Thanks for the math, ChatGPT. Miserables is going to take all of our knowledge wishing for clarity. And I think I might as well show you guys an Etheron fight too, since I am inevitably going to get questions along the lines of, can this build one cycle Etheron? And without me even doing anything, I know the answer is going to be yes. Like, logically, this build's damage is on par with Seraph Soul. Actually, I think it's a little higher. So, of course, it's naturally going to be able to one cycle Etheron. Slam, we'll M1 him a couple times. Easy ult to dodge. Another slam. We actually do really good damage per slam. Like, seriously, Etheron's going to be at half health or something by the time I stun him. Oh, can we get him to half? Okay, below 2 bars. Now we can actually stun him, and yeah, as you can expect, Etheron is going to get absolutely melted when we get down there. Sadly, our ether regen is still really low, which is definitely going to be an issue escaping. It just means that we'll have to pop our buffs a little slower. Etheron's already below 2 bars, and yeah, he's just draining so quick. It goes without saying that this build can easily one-cycle Etheron. And in about 2 cycles Chaser if you actually flawless him. Now we just need to escape. The tempo changes are not gonna help. Coming up to the center of the city, what I'm gonna do is Tranquil Circle, just because this gives me extra monster armor. Then it's just about ragdoll cancelling immediately to take minimal damage. And now I'm in safety. Sadly, the ether changes make it really annoying to get past these guys. Also, I don't think we're gonna get any extra chests. I'll just check in here. And yeah, alright, we got a pretty unlucky run. I think we might be ending with only 62 medallions. There's a lot of time left for us to check. Yeah, Jesus, this was a very bad run. It's alright, we'll do more Etherons in the future and just get a ton of medallions. I mean, I've already done 1, so how many more will I even need? Oh my god! Guys, I'm jumping. No, look at my stream. Look at my stream.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
jumping.
aura. That was aura.
Bro, I was so happy. I was like, oh my god, I was one with bell handle.
Oh, wait.
Then I looked and then I read.
I've got like I got dim travel from. I mean, I'm TP.
Immediately got dim travels. I just re-rolled it.
Oh, let's go! Teleportation! Finally! So many bell hands!
No.
Guys, you gotta look at this. You gotta look at this. I got TP. That wasn't that many more later.
It's like some items for me. I want to test out.
Holy
It's
shit,
okay,
what's that?
level.
Here, I'm teleporting. It is with a downside. That's fine. You know, I have enough. I have the sinner stock to like do this. Sacred Field is generally better. I would prefer someone to sub out when they can, but I can like, I can stand here for a minute.
I'm cake right now. If you run away, I can carry him. Someone can heal quick.
Wait, I'm at full bars. I'm at full bars.
Alright, push on let me carry him.
Let's see how long I can go. Bust him down, bust him down, bust him down.
We do this. Idols.
You never know when I need another legendary bell.
Mantle near.
Oh!
I'm jumping.
Mantle! Let's go! I don't know whose chest that was, but thank you so much! Oh my god!
I looked in the chest for a
WJ, I got a mantle! And I got my legendary bell. Holy! There's a guy with Lumen Splinter and Soulbreaker who's using Rhythm right now. Okay, I'm going back to castle to bank my mantle. Oh, you can't bank it. Okay, I'll just equip it. Can I dye the wings white?
Every
oh my
roll.
god, this is so sad. You can't dye mantle anything. Later that day, I would actually drop a second mantle, but seeing as I already had one on my Twilight Monarch slot, I decided to give it to Seiyu, who was in the enmities with me. But now that I've gotten my legendary bell and drip on the build, I think it's time to finally test this thing against Hellmode. If you're curious, I did this Hellmode and a whole lot more after with my channel members. Using my teleportation bell, I warped my party to the other side of the map. I'll show it on screen now.
Yeah.
This is just the safest place to do Hellmodes. I forgot how fun it was to see a full squad of PvE builds just decimating anything in its path. Just the sheer damage we have.
There's a reason that I wanted a Progging battle axe, or great axe, I mean.
Okay, here we go. We have a corrupt Squibbo in order to damage test on.
WS going.
So if I guard break it, and now it's posture broken, so I should be able to stat check it. Yep, that is probably what is the most dangerous enemy in Hellmode, just completely destroyed.
Damage?
You guessing what?
That your Evansphere's 3-star damage.
Oh yeah, it's 3-star damage, of course. Always is.
Of course.
There's rarely a reason to run anything that isn't damaged, since pen and weight don't really matter in PvE. Wait, does this build have give and take? I feel like it does. Oh yeah, that's the Link Strider version.
It doesn't go 35 charisma.
I am posture broken.
Yeah, that goes more charisma in order to actually get it. It doesn't really matter
There's
since
anybody
I'm
to
not
posture
dealing
break.
that much damage to you guys anyways. You actually can't use Flame Within and Tranquil Circle. I didn't know that. Although it does make sense since Tranquil Circle does negate ether-based abilities. Just means that I need to change up the order that I pop some of my moves. Yo, did my Astral Star Shock just... Why are you trying to eruption the Squibbo?
Yeah, I did.
Who's Mantra immune? Oh, minor lag.
Actually, only 50% resist.
I've seen one person say that Squibbos are like 95% mantra.
I'm pretty sure it's 80%.
In parts of their animation,
Yeah,
they're not.
like-
Because I remember seeing a guy kill the corrupt Thunder Tune Squibbo in the Val of Thorns try with Tornado, just by parrying.
You said GG to
I need some helpies with the thingy.
Like,
Oh
it was
shit.
blue lock
yeah,
rivals, it was a stock
you're
game,
sacred.
and I said,
We go.
Thank you.
Okay, here's a
Yeah, this thing
decent
in
group of
general is
monsters in
fun.
order to actually
no-
test
Yeah,
the
know
balance of
it.
this build. Flame Leap is already putting in the work to help you get to the ground quicker, and making it easier to just tear
should
through
do more
monsters.
Hellmodes tomorrow, not gonna lie.
Oh jeez, there's a Squibbo on
Time
me.
to go is just so satisfying. Whenever I kill a group of things, I just walk so fast and can just hold the M1 button.
Have to happen.
I
Alright,
think my sacred
if you guys have Mind Suit actually, make sure to use that. Actually, the good thing about Mind Sweep as well is it makes me a little insane. And well, going insane means that I probably
My
don't
bad.
mind, even if just for a second, I'll get a damage buff. But as soon as I kill anything, Deep Mount passive kicks in, and then I'm no longer
Everybody
insane.
wants me.
Oh my god, this thing is so bad.
Yeah, my bad, guys.
like,
We're doing
turn
this
on
in my
Synapse,
region as
honestly.
opposed to theirs.
Oh,
so
good idea.
footage turns out better. Definitely
Let's go.
gotta watch out for
I got
missing a
you.
parry against Squid.
Other people in Hellmode.
Murder him!
Wait, Sentinel still fires in Tranquil?
What? That's peak.
That's a pretty interesting tech that we just discovered.
I don't know if it does any damage or if it's just visual. Yo, help this guy, help this man, help this man.
Help me! Help me!
How am I helping?
So I saw 2 corrupt enforcers on fire.
That hurt.
If it's Genki though, it's alright. It's because he's him, totally. Like this stuff.
I'll pop in
It's
this
a
corner.
I remember when I wiped to a Squibbo because I was too scared to fight it.
Trying to get this damn enforcer off you.
Shut up,
Holy.
Genki! No one cares.
Dude, he's parrying fucking everything.
There we go. Holy, that enforcer was annoying.
I didn't get my blood up.
That much damage.
I have the floor that makes you bleed more, but like, it's just not a thing in Hellmode.
Me too.
You just have Grand Feast and you're good.
And
Yeah.
cauterized wounds as well.
Oh yeah, because it's Grand. Forgot about that.
Oh yeah, Manic would be good too.
Manic is just a buff.
Yeah.
I'll go to this deep out over here and I'm gonna pop all of my buffs to actually test the damage on the build.
It's just
Now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure I forgot to modify Shade Devour with Logstones, therefore it's only lasting a couple of seconds,
Yeah.
so I'm not even getting the 25% from that.
now you can actually see. Wait, I'm going back to see how many mobs are left. 8 mobs left.
Oh, I'm getting pieced up.
No block.
3.
One Squibbo straight to the neck.
Squibbo mode.
We work together, murdering this
One mob
Squibbo.
left, and I'm pretty sure this is a ganker
I
because they
believe
just
the hell
joined
mode
right
should
next
end
to
in a
me.
second.
There's a ganker.
Well, not with
And
it-
GG boys.
Yeah,
Actually,
they're
decent
just-
chest, decent chest. So in the newest weekly, a new legendary weapon was added to Hellmode, and I saw one of my friends and fellow content creators, Mike Pike, streaming to get it. He told me that it was available in Hellmode, so I decided to join him in the search for the weapon. This means that I was doing Hellmode on hard mode, because Mike Pike is not from Australia. Therefore, I'm playing his servers in an inconsistent 400 ping. Not to mention, this build is already only half of its true strength, as I'm not using Sacred Field to buff my damage resistance. High ping may not sound that bad, but when you're fighting corrupt Squibbos and enforcers, they essentially become impossible to parry. On top of that, my swing speed is actually far lower due to the high ping, meaning that my DPS is absolutely plummeting. And on top of that, I decided to use an Astral Evan Spear over a Wild Enforcer's Axe, which is significantly better for Hell mode, especially in high ping, due to the fact hitting multiple enemies at once gives you over 65% more damage than Astral, and Enforcer Axe's crit is just a lot easier to use. I should also mention that this was done in private server, you know, just because Mike was streaming, so spawns were actually twice as high as they would be normally. So yeah, this Hell mode was certainly pretty hard, but we still managed to clear it in the end anyway. So I think this is where I'm going to call the progression. The Twilight Monarch was a huge success, allowing me to absolutely destroy Hell mode with the most defensive build in the game that is still capable of some pretty high offense. If you enjoyed, make sure to like and subscribe, and a huge thank you to my channel members, especially those kind souls on the Mega and Super tiers. They get these videos early along with other channel member perks. Remember, the showcase will be dropping at 2,000 likes or 500 subscribers gained. Check out some more PvE content, and I'll see you all next time.